Having celiac disease? Even trace levels of gluten in your diet are likely to cause you to react badly and aggressively. As a result, you consider your options carefully before eating at a restaurant and carefully read the labels of food products. You might think about attempting a gluten-free diet even if you don't have any medical conditions linked to gluten. People think it has wonderful advantages including greater energy, weight loss, and better health. However, you must be aware of the numerous ways in which items may contain hidden gluten before you go grocery shopping. While packaged goods that don't contain gluten are required to bear the gluten-free label, this standard does not cover all products that might contain gluten. We'll talk about all of these things in today's video, plus more. 1. Gum chewing. Do you frequently carry chewing gum on your person? Do you believe that chewing gum helps you concentrate better? You're about to receive a startling surprise if your responses are yes. You wouldn't give gluten a second thought when chewing gum. It is so little that it seems pointless to even look at the ingredient list. However, you must exercise caution because your preferred brand might have a flour-based coating to protect the chewing gum. This makes it possible to prevent the chewing gum and the packaging from sticking to the other pieces. To ensure that the brand you're using doesn't contain gluten, you must read the label. It would be advisable to choose mints to help freshen your breath if you want to completely avoid the risk. 2. Dressings for salad. Dressings for salads. Salads are almost often included in discussions of a healthy diet. They do include a lot of fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins and minerals. Amazingly, you can obtain all of them without consuming excessive amounts of calories. But the biggest problem with eating salads for meals is that they can taste quite blah if salad dressings aren't used. That's where the trouble really begins. Salad dressings from the store are typically calorie-dense. Gluten may also be covered up. Check to see if a salad dressing is gluten-free the next time you grab for one. The majority of salad dressing manufacturers thicken their products with ingredients related to gluten. These consist of malt vinegar and malt flavoring. Additionally, soy sauce is a component of salad dressings. All of these contain gluten because they are made from grains like wheat and barley. You can check a brand's label to determine if it is gluten-free before choosing it. It's not always obvious if a brand contains gluten. It is best to check the ingredients to see whether any include gluten, which can be found in foods like yeast, wheat, and barley. 3. Alcohol. Alcohol. The last thing you want to be concerned about while out having fun is gluten. However, if you must follow a gluten-free diet, you must be careful while selecting drinks, particularly beer. Due to their use of wheat or barley in production, most beers contain gluten. You'll also need to be cautious when ordering cocktails. While the majority of liqueurs are distilled spirits without gluten, additional ingredients may not be. Another alcoholic beverage that could include gluten is cider. Surprised? Cider should be the last beverage to contain gluten since it is made from fermenting juice. However, producers frequently use other flavorings that can include gluten. 4. Chocolate confections. I detest having to deliver terrible news. But if you decide to go gluten-free, it appears that you may have to give up on your preferred chocolate. A chocolate treat. The majority of components used to manufacture chocolate are free of gluten. Milk, chocolate, and sugar, common ingredients in recipes, don't contain gluten. However, some chocolate manufacturers include malt, which contains gluten, in their goods. Another gluten-containing food is chocolate that contains crumbs of cookie. Some chocolate manufacturers have brands that come in ordinary and gluten-free varieties. There is always the chance of cross-contamination if they are produced in the same factory. You should check the chocolate's label to make sure it is gluten-free. Perhaps you could experiment with a few recipes to create your own homemade gluten-free chocolates. Do not forget to send us the recipe. 5. Tins of soup. Cans of soup. Chocolates came first, then alcohol, and now canned soup. I reassure you that our goal is not to deprive you of all your favorite comfort foods and beverages. However, the truth is that soups might include gluten, your sworn enemy. It's possible that soups don't contain gluten. However, the canned variety has preservatives to lengthen its shelf life. There's a good chance that those preservatives contain gluten. Some companies include thickeners in their soup recipes. These thickeners are often made from wheat, therefore the items that contain them would contain gluten. A dry soup mix may contain gluten-containing ingredients. Any soup you buy off the store should have its ingredients listed on the label. Making your own soup is, of course, the best method to ensure that it is gluten-free. It can be prepared in bulk and frozen for later use. The most popular comfort food we prefer to consume when we are ill is soup. Are you curious about some other meals that can promote your health when you're sick? View our video on the 9 foods you must eat when ill. 6. Oats. Are you shocked to find oats on our list? They lack gluten, don't they? In fact, they are. However, there is always a danger that wheat crops will become contaminated when oats are harvested. Those who must avoid gluten should check the labels on oat goods. It indicates that the producers took steps to prevent such cross-contamination throughout the harvesting procedure. You need to watch out for this label on a variety of foods, not only oats. Granola bars and other items made with oats fall under this category. Avoid those brands unless the label specifically states that they are certified gluten-free oats. 7. Quick coffee. No, quick coffee. Gluten cannot be hid by coffee. The most popular morning beverage among us is this immediate energizer. Does giving up coffee make you a gluten-free person? Both yes and no are the responses. Coffee beans are without a doubt gluten-free. Even after roasting and grinding, there is no gluten in the finished product. However, a lot of instant coffee manufacturers employ gluten-containing chemicals as bulking agents. Some of the ingredients in flavored instant coffee could include gluten. Additionally, it could include powdered milk, a wheat-based product. You need not be reminded of how much gluten is present in wheat. While you don't have to fully give up coffee, you must use caution if you grab for instant coffee. 8. Skincare items. Skincare items. Gluten can be found in more than just the foods you consume. It's possible that gluten is included in skincare products as well. You should determine if hand sanitizer contains gluten if you often use it, especially in light of the recent coronavirus outbreak. They might contain wheat germ oil or wheat derivatives. The same is true for various skincare and makeup items. Of course, using these skincare products won't result in you consuming any gluten. However, if you don't thoroughly wash your hands after using them, you can ingest gluten the next time you eat a meal or a snack. 9. Hairspray. When I initially realized that certain shampoo brands contain gluten, I was astounded. This is because it's believed that gluten is beneficial for hair. Derivatives of wheat and barley may be used in the manufacture of shampoo. Additionally, several shampoos include oat and grain-based compounds as well as oils. There's a danger that gluten will enter your body if you use a shampoo to wash your scalp. When using shampoo products that contain gluten, exercise caution. 10. Processed beef and cheese. You may not want to choose the cheese and processed meat choice because it isn't the healthiest. However, if you do consume processed meat, be mindful that it can include a lot of gluten. Typically, animals fed grains produce processed meat. Additionally, a variety of grains are used by the manufacturers to prepare the cold cuts. Salami, liverwurst, and regular hot dogs almost certainly contain gluten. Gluten may also be present in cheese. As thickening agents, manufacturers frequently use substances derived from wheat and barley. To prevent clumping, some producers of shredded cheese utilize flour. This implies that you cannot simply purchase your preferred hot dogs or shredded cheese at the grocery store. Before purchasing any of the cheeses or cold meats, make sure the label specifies they are gluten-free. 11. Condiments and sauces. Condiments and sauces. A growing number of people are using soy sauce. You should be aware that soy sauce can contain gluten if you enjoy using it in your cooking. This is due to the presence of wheat in normal soy sauce. Look for labels on soy sauce products that say they are gluten or wheat-free if you wish to prevent this. Alternatively, you can experiment with other gluten-free soy sauce substitutes. For instance, tamari soy sauce is manufactured entirely of soy and has no wheat. However, gluten isn't the only thing that can be found in soy sauce. The majority of sauces you buy in stores probably include gluten. Many producers include gluten-based thickeners in their sauces. These items may also include other gluten-based components, such as specific artificial colors and flavorings, in addition to thickeners. Your digestive system can suffer greatly if you have gluten intolerance. But is this the only indication that you are sensitive to gluten? Along with avoiding gluten, what are some further natural strategies to aid digestion? Let's continue the discussion with a few more films on digestion and gluten intolerance. Tell us in the comments section below.